When I say this watch is gorgeous, I mean it. It's one of the best dress watches I've seen that's affordable and still really great quality. To top it off, it has a manual wound movement, a comfortable bracelet, and a lot of nice details. How's it going, everybody? My name is Eric. Welcome to One Watches. Today we're going to be looking at a new watch from Merkur, the Crossline Sector Dial. I've been on the lookout for a nice dressier style watch to balance out my collection that probably has way too many dive watches, and as soon as I saw this one, I knew it had everything I was looking for. It comes in a variety of configurations, including different dial colors in either leather or steel bracelet. As you can see, I went with the white dial on the steel bracelet, which has a bit of a Jubilee style, but we'll get into that shortly. This watch is full of details, so there's a lot to unpack. Firstly, the dial is stunning. It has a ton of personality and finishing in all the right areas. I hope I do it justice with my camera work to show just how nice it really is. The format is not the traditional three-hand style we see on a lot of watches. Instead, it uses a sub-second subdial, and I've always been intrigued by the style of watch. So it's exciting to finally have one in my collection. There's something about this watch that just oozes style and elegance. The hands are blue, which not only helps add a pop of color, but it breaks up the white dial while adding a sporty component that I think really helps make the watch super versatile. The 12 o'clock hour marker is applied and polished, so it plays really nicely with light and kind of elevates the watch to another level. The dial is separated into two sections, and to help break up the design, the outer portion has the circular brushing that is really cool. One of those details you just really have to see in person. The subdial is silver, which helps with legibility, and it also gives a nice contrast to the overall design. It looks like a vintage watch, but feels very modern because of the build quality. The best of both worlds. As good looking as the dial is, the case is equally as impressive. It's fully brushed, which I think was a smart decision because the dial has such a pop to it. Adding polished bits to the case might have been a bit overboard. The case is quite thin, which I really like, and the bezel has 3 levels to it. It's just a cool case design and has a lot of character. The multi-level bezel meets the domed top hat style crystal perfectly. For anyone not familiar with Hardlex, it's a mineral crystal that's been heated and treated, so it has extra protection from being shattered or scratched. Seiko loves to use this type of crystal, and it provides a lot of protection. The crystal on this watch creates a little bit of a dial distortion at certain angles that looks great and gives a ton of character. The case also has lug holes, which I always really like, if for any reason other than breaking up that section of the case. It also makes it super convenient if you do decide to swap out the bracelet. Powering the watch is a hand-wound movement that's been developed by Merkur, and it's been keeping nice time. It's a fun ritual every morning, putting on the watch and winding it for the day. Great way to bond and interact with it. The bracelet. Where do I even begin? It's incredibly comfortable, and I'm not just saying that. Because of the Jubilee style, it drapes across the wrist effortlessly and feels great to wear all day. It's 20 millimeters at the lugs and tapers down just a little bit, which I think every bracelet should. The clasp is solid and is a fold-over style with push-button security. There's also a bit of a design, which is a nice touch, and it has the Merkur logo, which could also be found on the crown. The clasp also has 5 micro adjustments, so you should be good to go to get the perfect fit. I've had this watch for a couple weeks now, and I've worn it every day and just can't take it off. There's something unique yet familiar about the design. If you're looking for a new watch and not a diver or a chronograph, you definitely won't be disappointed with the Merkur Crossline Sector. As always, let me know what you think of the watch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.